Hello, students. So, today we are going to study a very general topic, that is the basic differences between a plant and an animal cell. So, before starting, first of all, as we all know, that a plant cell is the cell which is a part of all the plants, and animal cell is the cell which is a part of all the animals. That is, all animals are made up of animal cells, and all plants are made up of plant cells. So basically, today we are going to discuss the major differences between a plant cell and an animal cell. So, first of all, we will look into the diagram of a plant cell. So, here is the diagram of a plant cell. As you can see in the diagram, that there are various things. First of all, the main important thing in the plant cell is the presence of cell wall. Cell wall is the part which is only present in the case of a plant cell and not present in the case of the animal cell. Cell wall in the cases of plant cell is made up of a substance, that is cellulose, which provide the plant cell rigidity and strength. So, the major function of the cell wall to a plant cell is providing the rigidity as well as strength to a plant cell. This is the first basic thing which is present in plant cell and not present in the case of animal cell. Secondly, we can see another important difference, that is, second difference is the presence of plastids. So basically, there are three types of plastids, that is chloroplast, second one is chromoplast, and the last one is leucoplast. The basic difference is these two are colorful and this one is colorless. As you know, the chloroplast is a plastid which is present in all the green plants. It is present in all the green plants, and the function of chloroplast is to make food. That is, it helps in the process of photosynthesis. So, this is the second difference between a plant cell and an animal cell. First one was cell wall, presence of cell wall in the case of plant cell, and second one is the presence of plastids. Another important difference between a plant cell and an animal cell is the presence of vacuole. As you can see, in the case of plant cell, there is a large prominent vacuole present here. But in the case of animal cell, there is no vacuole present. Here we can see with the help of a diagram that in the case of a animal cell, there is no vacuole present. If there is any, then it will be very smaller in size and very less in number. So in the case of animal cell, you cannot see any type of vacuole. So this is the another major difference. Now coming to the other difference, that is a layer, that is tonoplast. Tonoplast is found in the case of plant cells because tonoplast is the outer covering of a vacuole, and the function of vacuole is to maintain the osmotic balance of a cell. Osmotic balance of the plant cell. So these are the things which are present only in the case of plant cell but not in the case of animal cell. One important thing that is present only in the case of animal cell is the presence of centrioles. Centrioles are only present in the case of animal cell. And the major function of centriole is it helps in cell division by formation of spindle fibers. So these are the basic major five differences between a plant cell and an animal cell. So we recall again that the first one is the presence of a cell wall, which is present only in the case of plant cell but not in the animal cell. In the case of animal cell, there is a layer which is known as plasma membrane, which is present in both the cases, that is plant cell as well as animal cell. And plasma membrane is a phospholipid layer. It is a phospholipid layer, that is phosphate as well as lipid molecules. So plasma membrane is a semi-permeable membrane which is present. Here you can see in the case of plant cell, there is a cell wall. Another important thing is the presence of plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata are the connections between two plant cells. This is cell membrane. Another important organelle, that is Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, all the other things are present. Another important thing here in the case of plant cell, you see the nucleus is present at the periphery, that is near the cell wall. But in the case of animal cell, you see nucleus is located in the center. So it is another major difference. So this is just a class for the differences between animal cell and plant cell. In another class, we will discuss about other things. Thank you.